coronavirus panic shopping. Customers run down store aisles at full speed. Shoppers, some wearing masks.
Are you concerned?
Very.
Si tengo miedo, claro. Empresas que aún pueden vender productos. Por supuesto que es una sensación liberador. Que más me gusta, ya no me queda de otra, pero sé que voy para...
We have contained this virus.
Oh, let's bludgeon Trump with this new hoax.
All of this panic is just not warranted. This virus is the common cold.
Gates made fun of the coronavirus response last week.
Coronavirus being so much more deadly. Reality.
This virus should be prepared for the flu.
We have contained this virus.
Oh, let's bludgeon Trump with this new hoax.
All of this panic is just not warranted. This virus is the common cold.
Gates made fun of the coronavirus response last week.
Coronavirus being so much more deadly. Reality.
This virus should be prepared for the flu.
We have contained this virus.
Oh, let's bludgeon Trump.
I execute judgment on you, COVID-19. Strong south wind. Heat. You break your power, come immediately. Yes. I call you gone. I blow. It is finished. It is over.
Grace against the machine. Mercy for immune systems. When life is just fear of a virus and death seems to have the last laugh. When light seems to go pitch black. When the world is hacked and you want a hopeful future back. When everything falls still but the noise is still there. Your living room a too confined area where you can't breathe and rest your head. They ran out of beds in the intensive care. And who has buried hope? And how can we resurrect it? May this Easter help us to pick up pieces of our fragmented lives and scattered minds. May we stop to conspire opinions and resist false doctrines. Let's find grace against the machine and mercy for immune systems. Grace against the machine, mercy against the algorithms, compassion against the compression, righteousness against the oppression, hope against the systems, peace against the stress, community against the complexity, communion against consuming, grace against the machine, mercy for immune systems. Grace against the machine, woke against the bad dreams, art against the regime, love against the empty screens, free against fear factories, pure against the fake scenes, truth against make-believe, mercy against any pressure pushed on me, faith against the algorithms, hope against the deep depressions, images against those who lack vision, words against those who lack mission, music against those who won't listen, food against the bad nutrition, fresh air against the CO2 emissions, mercy against the wrong decisions, hand-picked against the automated, pure sounds against the auto-tune, pure poetry against the loops, divine souls against pigeonholes, redeemed dreams against the scenarios of doom, again and again and against. Grace against the machine. Mercy for immune systems. We seek your signals. We seek your signals. We seek you. We reach out to you. Composer of all you know when we rise and fall. Creator of now, then, and ever after, of all things seen and unseen, the unthinkable and unimaginable. We seek you. We reach out to you. The maker of heavenly skies, supermoons in the night, who springs forth life, breathing inside and outside. The air seems thin and the earth is dry. Amidst this global crisis, in these signs of the times and our spaces confined, we seek your signals. We seek your message. In the mess of messages, in this message distracting us from the Messiah, in this tension of noise and distractions, the waiting and dead ends, every fiber in our being, every microscopic cell longs to plug into your resurrection to make our fragmented selves whole again. To make our fragmented selves whole again, and that these holes in our disruptive souls will fade out in the silent airwaves of your peace and grace. We will switch off our Facebook and instant graces. We seek your face, for it will transform us like art, with an all-glory rhythm beating from your heavenly Father heart. Beat us into sync with your love. We seek your rhythm. We seek your heart. We seek your rhythm. We seek your heart. We stretch out our arms. We shout out loud, our arms and fists as antennas in the air when we are ready to receive your eternal wavelengths, to uncover the pixels of the bigger picture. Expect it all from you to pick up your signals. We seek your frequencies. We are tuning in to find your airwaves. May all the other voices and noises go away. We want to fine-tune into your melody of hope for this world. We hope the moments that you've changed us on repeat. For our random lives can't get enough of your good news feed. But our ears and eyes bleed of the many screens we see, the timelines we read. We long to read the Prince of Peace, love to download more of your mercy. We need this grace against the machines. Time to interact. Dear people, go back to the moments in the last weeks that you felt anxiety or stressed, pressured or compressed in the world of a global mess. We live on the uncomfortable edge, depressed, we lack the reason to get out of bed, felt the system was stealing your freedom treasure, or that you had to go through some kind of spiritual test. In your head, couldn't find no rest. No backup plan to go back, body restrained in pain and stretched, wondering when the good old days would come back, when hope would be resurrected. Back on track. Restrictions decided by governments. You didn't want to be defined by the income you lacked. You couldn't find the help or an arm outstretched. Your friends and family had to keep their distance. Last week's lament, or whatever it is, we will handle the shit. What is crooked, we will hack or bend back, that these burdens may be unburdened through sacredness. Or our heart surgeon reconnects the dots. The author and finisher writes open ends. Alpha and Omega composes an alphabet to read between the lines of the story of life. This is devotion too, but compressed with art attacks. So let's attack these bears with bare hands and bear witness, or bear with us in this church experiment. Create, break, document it. Get yourself a marker and a square piece of paper. Maybe recycle something from your paper bin with color, or tear a picture out of a magazine. Document what follows with your phone in a creative way. I might use slow-mo. Get yourself a scissors, or if you have one at home, a paper shredder. Then grab yourself a piece of bread or a cracker and an optional wine. Share documented fragments afterwards online. Write down one or more words that confine or restrain you in this 1.5 meter new distant world. Or write down other things that burden you on paper. What weighs heavy on your mind needs breakthrough by shedding light. Turn your paperwork into the shredder. Shred your tears, shred your fears, shred your shit. Take however long you need and just pause the video at the end. Shred or cut paper to process. Information, turn your problems, data, systems, numbers, overloads, bureaucracy and fears into confetti. Turn your paperworks, files and stacks into happy, colorful confetti to find the rest and save it for a joyful end. You could break bread as a sign of the broken times, the brokenness of life, the crumbs of our mind, and at the same time we embody a bigger picture, a sacred shape, a fuller figure. Imagine a body of Christ fragmented for you into pieces to create the bigger picture of truth, infected to inject mercy, shredded for you, to make yokes easy and burdens light, to give grace the bandwidth of angels, to kill dead letters, and to write with ink that makes hearts alive and spirited. Amen. Shred the body. Shred dead letters so that the word becomes flesh. Pause here. I pray as a means to hack into the system and to copy paste some grace into the images and program webs with remorse code. But there's still so much noise. But there's still so much noise. 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 Kill the Noise song, loosely based on Psalm 55. Listen to our prayer, plug into our deepest, and live loop your layers of love and put mercy on repeat. Zoom in on our needs, hide not your high frequencies from our low beings through the antennas of your spirit who splits up its energies. Using our fragmented bodies as temples of quarantine and invite us into worlds unseen. We are set apart but not divided. Go through the dark tunnel of our soul and light it. Implant us with the little signs of new life and hide it. As we are walking on eggshells but want to find it. Listen and answer us. We are restless and distraught. Locked down in confined spaces with container of complaints before this distant society put us in place. So we are so distracted by the loudness of life. Now so helpless inside, stopped in our tracks, our movements paralyzed and fears attacked. Systems of oppression so deeply felt and overloads of information can't provide shelter. Threats of the web and conspiracies broadcast trouble. The media feeds the fear. Right-wing feathers hate the press with pressure. All retreated in my ribcage. I can't leave the nest. My mind can't be set free. My heart in pain and pieces. Can't get no wholehearted peace. Iron lungs can't breathe because of the doom metal. My soul screams. The echoes of fears keep surrounding my ears, so I can't sleep. What the hell? I'm overloaded. I'm overwhelmed. If I would have the wings like a peace dove, I would fly off. Go off the grid and offline. Take everything inside of me to the outside. Feel free at last and rest in the skyline. I would wander far into the horizon and make pit stops in the wilderness. I would embrace the promised landscapes and spread the grace virus on the skyway. Selah! Take a deep breath and call me think of that. I would rush to escape, storm away in the wind, to find shelter in the wild forces of your nature, and the wild spirit of imagination, thumbprinted in your creation. Destroy the schemes, systems, and modus operandi of those taking steps against the freedom of being interconnected beings. Politics that abuse the state of affairs to distort what is fair. Meander the media, bend their constant streams, help us to be conscious but not confide in conspiracies, in all that is sickly transmitted through the air, not helping us to remain healthy. Lord, confuse their tongues and slogans, more like slow guns in the violence and inhumanity they produce in the global village. Day and night they post things on walls like iniquity and anxiety, screaming pop-up screens, nightmares and ruins are taking over our dreams and over my dead body mentalities and global market and streets. To numbers we are reduced, while the bureaucracy of Babylon overproduces, with all our panic buttons pushed. We really need that forward push. Control, alt, delete our worries and distress. Control our past and page refreshed. Bring to our inner beings deeper meaning instead of isolation. Give us salvation like bread unleavened. I will message board the Lord. I will ask him continue to command us, save us on his unconditional hard drive with internal gigabytes of free space. I want to be a witness in the iCloud. My soul be still, but the dreams lived out loud. May it grant us scenes in sight, evening and morning and at noon. I will upload my complaint and moan and sigh. The eternal redeems and redreams my life in peace. From the machines that battle against me, the pandemic forces unseen, and the systems of powers that be, for they are many. May we be limited in our flash drive, upgrade our RAM memories and repair our hard disk with an eternity of inverted gray space. Update our lives, set up a network through your spirit that we find unity with all who are in it. Words and commercials can be smoother than cream of butter, but may your spirit be an ad blocker. Lord, you are everlasting, you will not glitch or stutter. The burdens, the pressure, the stress, and anything complex or compressed, cast those onto the cross. Throw them towards the Lord, releasing the weight of it like zero gravity. He will move you through time and space. He will not let you slip, fall, or fail, nor let you be ashamed of it. God, bring destruction to these shit systems, tear their firewalls down. In all of this dark matters, turn on your light switch so life shifts to something way better. You make us matter, we lean on your life letters.
Oh.